Hi, welcome back to Gravel Snow World and Random Survival Minecraft. Yay! The house has been moved. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I added steps, and I did make sure to get one fence post of oak. So, it's complete. I have the only 16 eggs I have. Oh yeah, do you like how I decorated this? I enjoy it. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I want through 5. And hopefully we get 1 chicken from this. Cross your fingers, people. Cross your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Aww. Okay. One more. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy! I got you, my little turkey lurkey. You're so cute, yes you are. Look at you. You're such a warm little chicken, aren't you? Yeah, you get to stay in here. Yes, you do. Don't worry, you'll grow up just perfect. I love you. I love you. I should name him. I don't have a name tag. I have an anvil. I should get an anvil up here. Not that it'd be useful, but it'd be something. We could put the anvil, like, right here as, like, a bedside table. You stay right there, sweet stuff, and I'm gonna go get a thing, and I'm gonna name you because you are... You know what? We should name it, like, Adam or Eve. We'll name it Eve, because I actually do know someone named Adam, so... I'm like, I'm not naming it after you, buddy. Oh, yeah, that hurt. Okay. Name tags. Name tags. I should have some. Unless I don't keep them on hand. I mean, that's possible. How many cats I've been wanting to name, I've named none of them, so I guess I don't have name tags. What is that? I have no clue where that came from. I have no clue where most of this came from, let's be honest. Name tag, name tag. I got nothing, man. I got nothing. Okay, let's go buy a name tag. Okay, this is not what I was planning for the episode, but hey, I'm happy. I can't complain. I should go get some seeds. I don't really need any reason to do pumpkins at the moment, but we could do the wheat. Dudes, I need a name tag. Give me money. Okay, hey. Thank you. It's probably expensive. So, yeah. Oop, no, go in. Okay. Name tags are a librarian or a clergy? Not you. What about you? Not, so it's gotta be a, it's gotta be the librarian that do the name tags. I don't know why I always think that the clergy is the one that does all the stuff. I don't know why. You, do one of you? Yes! Thank you, you're a lifesaver. Oh, here. Oh, wait. Deposit. Jeez. Yeah, we'll name it Eve. That's a good name. The first. Technically the second, if we're going off of, like, what the Bible says. But, again, I actually do know someone named Adam. So, that'd just be weird. Because it wouldn't be like I'm naming it after the biblical Adam. It'd be like I was naming it after him. He's a cool dude, but I don't think he wants to be named a chicken. You know? Where are you, my sweet little girl? It does produce eggs. Hello, Eve. You're so cute. Yes, you are. You're so cute. Just live your best life, okay? You're special. I might have problems. Okay. We do have 3 of them. So, let's get a piece of carrot. And then I want to produce 1 more. The snowy biome. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. And then that will be one of them we try to transport down. And with Nilo now... Okay, come here, little piglet. Perfect. No! Come here. So this is one I want to take. I want to transfer out there. Okay. Shut the door. I can't let Eve escape. Okay, there we go. You live your best life. Okay. Let's see. What was my plan? My plan is to start clearing this out. Also, I've gotten really far. I want to show you guys. I've gotten very far on the moon. Because look at this. I got this whole freaking wall done. Is this impressive? Please praise me. I'm insecure. Please praise me. Yeah, I just got it done. Got this done and... Oops, come on. This entire freaking wall done, baby. It's so lovely. I love it. Okay, now let's get focused on where you actually do want to do this episode. You know, start clearing the gravel. Like we always do. Okay, one, I have you, but that's it, right? Yeah, because... Oh, and I've changed this up. Instead of the slabs, I went with ladders, which is easier. Especially since we've reached the roof. One build I definitely want to attempt to do is to, like, make a building look like the gravel block and just store all the gravel there. I also want to make, like, a building that can house the happy gas. So I don't have to worry about them anymore, you know? I love Nilo, and I wish I could just let him be silly and, like, go everywhere where he wants. I feel like I would lose him. I don't feel like he would follow me. I feel like he'd wander off, and then I'd never see him again, and I love Nilo. He may be 1s and 0s, but I still love his binary. So that's why he's tied up. Yeah, I almost have this completely covered in purple wool carpet. That's almost done. There's only a small corner left. Okay. What I want to do... I was wanting to kind of clear out that side. But I did so much work to get this side ready. We're doing this side. I worked hard on this. Okay. We will go a full 64 in. Let me put down these. And then we'll go out. Because I don't think I'm over 64. If that makes sense. I don't think I am. Though I have been known to miscount quite greatly. I'm going to take this gamble on me. And I'm going to say I am not over 64. Not even close. We can do a full stack of 64 and be just fine. In a sense, I want to match... sorry, I'm assuming you guys know what I'm meaning. I want to match to that wall over there. Does that make sense? That's what I'm saying, is that there's 64 blocks, more than 64 blocks to that wall of gravel. So, yes. Okay, let's do this. We can do a full stack of 64, no problem. Okay, we're gonna make history, people. I don't know what history. Well, this world's history, that's something. Okay, that does make me think of absolutely a random tidbit, and you're gonna hear about it. So, I've tried reading the Chronicles of Narnia book series randomly, and I get distracted, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I get distracted, so I haven't completed the whole series as a whole. I think the first book I picked up was the very last book, and I felt like I was reading a bad book because, well, okay. For those of you who don't know, but most of you probably do, the word ass can refer to donkeys. In my child brain, I thought that was a swear word and that we weren't talking about donkeys. So I thought it was a bad book. So I stopped reading it. Even though the reason I had selected the book is because it was so cool. It had a unicorn on it with a bloody horn. Go figure that I was fine with the blood, but not fine with the swearing, supposedly. Which it wasn't even swearing. So, yeah, that's the first book I probably read. I have read The Magician's Nephew 3 to 4 times for some reason. When I get the urge to try and okay, I want to read the whole series, from start to finish, I'll read The Magician's Nephew. And so I've started it several times, and I know The Magician's Nephew pretty well. The reason I'm like, oh, we're making history in this world, it made me think of the first joke. Will this be recorded? I don't remember who makes the first joke in Narnia, but the question is asked of Aslan, will this be recorded? Will people know that I made the first joke? Go figure. Yeah. That's what I just thought of. Thank you for listening to my commentary. I don't know why you've even read that book so many times. I think I have read the second book, which is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I did read that one. I remember that one decently, so. Is this the third one where it's a talking horse? Is definitely a main character. I've read the one where it might be the boy and the horse in the chair or something relatively close to that, if that makes sense. But I didn't finish that book. I know that. I didn't finish that. The last thing I remember of that book is 4 characters, 2 of them people, 2 of them talking horses. I think. One of them might have not been a horse, but I'm pretty sure they were both horses. And they were walking through a desert, and it got to the point that it was so hot that the boy with no shoes could no longer walk on the hot sand. And so he'd have to ride the horses the entire time now, because they were giving the horses a break. They weren't constantly just riding on their backs. They were giving them breaks. That's the last thing I remember that I read. Yeah. That was a long time ago, though. I'll tell you that. I'm actually in the middle of trying to read the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So I'm in The Hobbit. No. I've read The Hobbit. I'm not in The Hobbit. I read that book. I finished that book. I'm in the Fellowship of the Ring, and I have enjoyed it. I have found it fascinating. But I can't seem to get myself motivated to get back to reading it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I wish it was easy to have motivation to read, but I'm not like that anymore. I used to be, I definitely used to be, but people change in life, and I've definitely changed, and now my motivation to read is just not like once was. I'm trying to be creative in my language speaking skills, and I am not. So yeah, I don't know. I have learned that hobbits are actually interestingly very old. They're not considered an adult. Frodo was not considered an adult until he was of age 33. I thought that was fascinating. You know? I mean, I'm in my 30s and I don't feel like an adult. Yes, I am very old. I mean, I feel old, but I don't feel like an adult. Does that make sense? I think it does. Let's hurry and go to bed. I don't want to deal... There, I have had issues of skeletons spawning on shulker boxes. Go figure. You think they wouldn't be able to? It's not like they spawn on chests. I'm pretty sure. Whatever. Okay, once we get the 64 done, I want to fly up there and see how it looks from where the house used to be, you know? Excuse me. And then we have to check on Eve to see if she's grown up yet. Perfect. I also just finished watching like a Chinese drama, I think. I'll be honest, I struggle to tell the difference between Korean and Chinese dramas. I do suspect it is, like, I remember someone going over how to tell, like, if it's a Korean name versus if it's a Chinese, Japanese, Taiwan, and India? Indian? Is it Indian or in? Oh, wow. I don't know. I don't know what the proper term would be for people from India. I should learn that. But I don't remember. But based on that logic, it probably is Chinese. Either way, I was enjoying it greatly. Okay. I was enjoying it. I'm not saying it was good. I enjoyed it because of just some of the logic. Okay, let me just put it this way. There's this big confrontation happening in their family, in front of the head of the family. And, okay, you aren't going to respect me. I'm going to cut off all the money you've been taking from me. And after he says that, a lady from a store that the aunt, because the aunt was the one in trouble, owed, suddenly came up and says, you owe $500,000. So, it's that type of movie where we're not going to talk about logically of a woman from the store waiting just for the right moment to come, hey, you owe us this much. Now that you've been cut off from financial support from the other people. So it's that type of film. I enjoyed it quite a bit. To me, it was really good humor. And I was laughing a lot, is what I mean. It wasn't really romance, and drama is not really, in my opinion, the accurate thing to call it. To me, it was a comedy. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe it really is not a comedy. But it was. But it's definitely on that list where I'm like, I enjoyed it. Because I watched those, I'm starting to, at least this was my third one that I watched. Those dramas, beware wherever they might be from. Because I have to read them. And so I watch them when I'm walking on the treadmill because that helps the time pass. And this is really, I've set this as being the only time I can watch them is when I'm on the treadmill because I can't be distracted by anything else. It's not like I can have my computer on the treadmill distracting me. And so, in order to focus on the drama, I walk. So, yeah, that's that whole thing. Okay, we are almost there to see where this ended, this 64. I'm pretty sure it was not. So much gravel, though. Don't ask me why I have to keep it all. I might be part hoarder. I might be. We don't talk about it. But if you want to know the drama name, I can find it, and I'll leave it in the comments if somebody asks. But I'm not going to find it right now because we're playing Minecraft. Focus. Why don't I just pick up the shulker blocks and bring them with me to collect the gravel? Why am I making this hard? I like difficulty. Okay. Let's take you lot, and we're just gonna go in there. Because we got 60 seconds left. Let's just hurry and clean this gravel up, and then go up and see how much I've cleared. Jeez Louise. That has... But you're empty. Everything else is full. Okay, perfect. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna just leave that right where it is for right now. Let's switch this out and go up. This is scary. This is very... I was like, am I gonna run into a wall? Oh my goodness, how high up? Ooh. Wow. 64 was actually closer than I thought it was gonna be. No, don't fall in! I'm falling in! Okay, well, this is the end of the episode. Thank you for watching! Bye.